uh, yeah.
Yep. Yup.
We are now live.
Oh boy, we're alive. Oh boy. You got 4 thumbs up already on it. Me and you.
Yeah. Well, I can't get I'm on my YouTube, but it's not. For some reason, it's not working. I
Huh.
don't see the questionnaires on the side.
I see it on
I
mine.
need to mute. There we go.
Yeah, I see it on mine, so I don't know. Oh shit.
Oh, I was wrong about that. Did you get my text message about who all I saw up there?
Yeah. Yeah, I got that earlier today when I was
I
out
was wrong about
working.
the um was it Chase on two wheels. He wasn't there. I think that was probably ZJ Motovlog. I think.
Huh. Oh, Blackjack was over there. That's cool. So you
Or
made to meet
no?
up with him?
Yeah, I actually talked to Blackjack. Talked a little bit with Downshift.
Huh.
Um, I didn't really talk that much to Yummy until like right when I was getting ready to pull out, and head home.
Oh
And
yeah.
then I met another moto vlogger up there and got his channel.
What's his name?
Mm, hold on a second. Let me get on my phone here. Oh, it looks like RR.
Huh. Yeah, I never heard of him. That's cool. I'm gonna have to go sub him.
Hold on, let me see if I can't get him in the I'll put him in the group chat here.
Man, I was about ready to pass out until I got your text. Oh, it was a fucking day, buddy. It was a fucking day. Like I said, I was about to pass out whenever you texted me. I was laying in bed and I was like, "Don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep." And then you sent my got my bleh, I got your text. And I was like, "Okay, cool, he's ready to start." I was so fucking tired. I drove
yeah,
for 10.5 hours. Drove freaking big old Gillig. A
yeah.
Gillig full of freaking welfare junkies.
Uh, yeah, I even told that cop. I was like, um, I told him I've been this morning, and
Wow.
I mean, I was just tell. I was like, I told him I mean, I told him was it, I wasn't paying attention whatsoever, and it didn't matter what I said. He's giving me a ticket regardless.
Right. Jesus.
Oh, I was, he even told me he's like, well, I was going to give you a warning, but with your record, I couldn't give you a warning. I was like, what the fuck?
Huh. Man, that's fucked up. I hate cops sometimes. Sometimes they're real cool, sometimes they're not, but most time they're not.
I mean, I mean, he seemed kind of cool, but in the same way, he seemed a little bit like a douche.
Yeah, I've never met a Virginia cop that was cool, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking on the way home whether or not I wanted to do this freaking match game thing.
What
I
is it?
don't feel like doing it.
What the hell is it?
um, it's kind of like oh, 1970, like the 70s. They had a game show called Match Game,
Yeah.
and basically what it was, he had like it was like six celebrities, and he would ask them a question, and they would write their answer down on a card, and then they would have two contestants, and the contestant that picked that question have to give their own answer, and then if they match, they have to try to match all the celebrities.
Hmm. Wow.
And so
That
I
sounds
figured that
crazy.
we were gonna like, I was gonna pick like two of our panel, and then I'd ask like a question for our panel, and they would have to match the same question or the same answer that our um, viewer has.
Hmm. That's pretty crazy. Sounds confusing. I don't think I can comprehend that after a whole day of driving.
uh, well, tell me about it. I've been I've been running all day, dude.
Yeah, man, I bet you're drained. I bet you're like, fuck this shit, I'm about to go to sleep.
Oh, I know, really. Oh, run, and then I got a little bit of video. I got one video on my phone um, when I got actually to the meetup of like all the bikes and everything, and then there's a bunch more that came in after that. Then while we were on the ride, I got about four vlogs on that. And then on the way home, I probably did, let's see, one, two, on the way home.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's cool. Getting work done.
uh, I invited North Shore Roller. He said he wasn't going to be working tonight, but I don't know if he's coming in or not.
Huh. Be nice if he did. I haven't talked to him in a
I know.
long time.
Well, I know without, so I didn't even bother sending him an invite.
Yeah. About Hush.
Yeah, I sent him an invite too.
Huh. Wonder if he'll get
I
it.
sent one to Pink Turbo.
Yeah. Hell yeah. What about Wheeling? You know Wheeling?
I sent one to. No, I didn't. I sent
No.
one to Stealth. I sent one to Josh 50.
Josh
Who?
Five O's and
I was just sitting
freaking
here trying to think of people.
Josh Five O's in that other hangout.
Oh, okay. Who else? Oh, I invited Jeeps.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Uh, Jeeps.
Jeebus. Jeebus
Uh,
is what I call him. He's the almighty Jeebus.
Jeebus,
Ah.
yeah.
That's funny shit.
I can't remember who all I invited. I mean, I just started just. Oh, Navy Thomas. I invited Navy Thomas, but he's probably not going to come in. Um,
If he does, he'll call everyone bitches.
I've invited Moto. I've invited Moto Twitch.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna work my way into getting hammered tonight. Maybe. Maybe hammered. I don't know. I'm gonna drink a lot of beer because it's Memorial Day weekend and I have 2 days off work.
Well, it must be nice because I didn't even go grocery shopping before I left, and I didn't even stop. on the way home or on my way home to stop and get anything.
Yeah. I
So
stopped after work. I was like, I need some fucking beer tonight, man.
uh,
Good shit.
yeah, man, that tunnel was sweet, dude. I was sitting there telling the guys there at the meetup that tunnel was awesome, but I guess a couple of the guys that tunnel sucks, man. All the potholes and it's too long.
uh, yep. I love tunnels. I don't give a shit about anything whenever it comes to tunnels. I just love them. So out of it, I need to smash like 4 beers, and then I'll be good.
uh,
I'll be saying funny shit.
Probably gonna need some beers after the night. God.
I
I almost feel like I can drink a 6 pack right now.
bought a case, 24 pack, and I'll probably have most of that gone by night. I might not drink
Shit,
as
you'll probably
often,
have
but when
that
I
gone
do,
within the next hour.
yep, I'm a goddamn alcoholic. I'm the
Uh,
only
you
person you've ever seen in the entire world that weighs 140 pounds and can drink his body weight in beer.
oh fuck. Oh shit.
Crazy in 6 gears
Yeah.
trolling our stuff. He's trolling our thing. He goes, chill. So I cheered him, and then I said, you trolling motherfucker.
Tell him if he wants an invite, he can come in.
Well, he's got his own setup. He's got like 6 people in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that cop pulling me over, I would have been home a lot sooner. That idiot had me there for like 40 minutes.
Well, fuck that. You're probably tired as hell, too. Like, I just need to get out of here.
Yeah, man. I even told him, I was like, man, I'm just trying to get home. I'm like only like 20, 30 minutes away from home.
Yeah.
And then when he gave me the ticket, it's starting to get dark, and I was like, dude, I got like a dark shield. I can't be driving with or riding the bike with this thing
Yep.
on.
Yep, I hear you. Fucking. That's why I'm glad I have my interior visor that's shaded. I can just flip it up when it gets dark out.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little addition to it. Although I just want to get one that has a smoked visor because I'm tired of fucking with that interior one. It doesn't go down all the time. Like it gets caught on pieces of the helmet.
Yeah, those interior and everything, but I always have a fetish that it would like rub your nose or it just be uncomfortable to have it sitting right there though sometimes.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't rub my nose, and my nose is enormous, so I mean it doesn't. I mean it. I barely know it's there half the time. Yeah, my nose is fucking huge. There are
Oh
times when it
God.
hits it. The only time that it hits it is if I jerk my head real fast, like if I'm, I don't know, trying to, if there's a car coming at me or something, I turn my head real quick. It'll rub my nose.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I think I remember seeing something on Facebook about Blackjack being there, but when I got there, I started talking to this other guy, and he said Blackjack's name. I was like, "Oh, so you live up in Pennsylvania?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Blackjack." And I mentioned your name. He's like, "Oh." And then he said he wanted to meet you, you wanted to meet him, and I was like, well, now Llama Goose is going to be pissed off because I got the chance to meet you in person before he did.
It doesn't matter. I got to meet Hush.
I got to meet Yummy R6 and Downshift.
I don't know. I've never been in like a hangout with those guys, so I'm like, I don't know. I don't have any feeling for their personality, how their personality really is. I just don't get that from their videos, I guess.
Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing though, man. Downshift can ride a bike, dude. And
Yeah.
he was one of the people like stopping traffic, so he was like flying past us, and he would like go in and out of the bikes, and just looking from the back part of his bike, man, it looks so weird. I mean, it's like I don't know how to describe it. I was trying to get some video of the back part of his bike because it's just weird the way with him sitting on it and then the bike and everything. I mean, he just whips that bike like it's nothing.
Oh yeah. He throws it around. That's for sure. I'd like to learn how to ride like that. I wouldn't want to do like wheelies or anything, but I'd totally learn how to ride like that. It'd be sweet.
Yeah. Well, we even got held up by a cop.
Huh. That sucks.
Yeah, we were sitting there, we were all stopped and we were all trying to figure out what the heck was going on. And um, the some woman cop, she was way behind everybody, and then all of a sudden she turns her lights on and comes up front, and then she starts talking to Yummy R6 or something, saying that they're getting complaints about us blocking traffic, and they go, "Oh no, we weren't blocking traffic."
We weren't blocking any traffic at all.
The heck was that?
My computer.
Oh,
Yeah, I got my other
so who's
computer.
all in the chat?
Nobody. Me and Crazy in Sixth.
Let's see if I can bring this thing back up to see if it's gonna. Oh, okay, now my thing's up now. It's buffering. Yeah, right when you were getting ready to come in, I was getting ready to check some of my videos, see if who posted any comments on my videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot! I didn't even invite him. I didn't even invite him. Hold on. See if he'll come in.
Who's that?
1080.
Oh yeah, he'll probably come in.
Yeah, I didn't really play. I just pretty much used my phone for listening to the music down there, and then on the way back. Um,
Yeah.
but when I was coming back home and I got off 95 and I stopped and got gas and grabbed something to eat, I noticed I had like 53 of on Google Plus.
Mhm. That's pretty nuts. It's a lot of people.
Well, I haven't checked it all day.
Yeah. Oh, hell. More beer. I need more beer. I was
Yeah,
driving
don't
like a
we
fucking.
all?
I was driving the bus like a goddamn maniac today. It was fucking hilarious. And I was scaring the shit out of people.
Or that bus like you did in like you do in a crazy taxi video game where you're sitting there running over people and trying to get from point A to B as fast as you can.
Yep. That's what I do is I haul fucking ass. About fucking
I was
M750's
just sitting here.
he's posted a bunch of pictures of t-shirts that have llamas on them on my wall. I need all these shirts. Uh,
Uh,
they have one that says ask me about my llama.
oh boy. Yeah, those all my vlogs need at least 2 weeks to throw them all out there. Are you muted? Mama Goose, are you there?
Yep, yep,
I can't. I can barely hear you.
yep. About now.
Yeah.
Alright, I accidentally kicked my little microphone jack. Accidentally kicked it and it fell out.
Oh, I got a story to tell you. I was I think it was either yesterday or the day before. I think it might have been Thursday. Uh, I came home and grabbed my bike and I went into Walmart to bike to get ready. Well, I didn't feel like taking my helmet off, so I walked into Walmart and grabbed what I needed to grab, and everybody was just like giving me these funny looks. And then one of the employees was walking down the aisles, just I guess checking things out and watching people, and he like peeks his head around the freaking aisle and like was staring at me, thinking I was gonna steal something.
That's hilarious. Yep, they do that shit sometimes. They'll follow you around, think you're a troublemaker or some shit.
Well, I didn't even have my helmet with my camera on. I grabbed one of my spare helmets, and it didn't have any camera or anything on it. But he just like watching me and looking at me, and I'm sitting here looking at the can of stuff and trying to figure out. And he was just sitting there
Yeah.
eyeballing me. I was like, I was like, dude, just like go away, leave me alone. I'm not stealing anything. Leave me alone.
I hate people that do that. Oh, hell.
Yeah, people. I told them because they're asking me where I was from, and I told them I was from Northern Virginia, and I told them that I was probably gonna be going back home after this, and they go, "Oh, so you're not gonna stay here and stay the night?" I was like, "Nope, I'm gonna go head home after this is over." They go, "Oh man, you're crazy."
It's a hell of a ride.
Hell yeah, I got a friend that says that I like to ride, but he keeps complaining because he on his cruiser, back in the day when he was riding a cruiser. I like to see him say something now that I put. See what he says now. I got 530 some miles in one day.
That's a lot of miles. I did 300 that one day when I
You
met Hudson,
telling me?
and that was a lot.
Yeah, man. I mean, mine wasn't all steady for for gas a couple of times on the way up there, and kind of chilled for a second, and then started riding. And then when I got there, I pretty much just like walked around until we were ready and grabbed something to eat, and then we went on a ride. We had a couple breaks. So I mean, it wasn't like a steady riding, but still, it's a lot of miles.
Yeah. That is a lot of miles.
Everybody, very, very quiet.
Hey, Stealth, what's up, buddy? I
It
haven't had
said,
enough beer to be obnoxiously loud yet.
okay. It said,
Give me a
it
little
said,
bit.
it said Llama Goose is not in your circle yet.
Oh, well, you got to add me to your circle jerking, buddy.
No shit. There's a lot of stupid shit going on with YouTube lately.
Yeah.
Have you noticed? How much have you noticed? I've noticed like, I don't know.
I've lost some subscriptions, and whenever I open up my notification bar, it comes up and says, your version of Internet Explorer is not compatible with Google or some shit. And I'm like, I've been using it the whole damn time until just today.
Yeah, I mean it's been fucking with me too. I had to go to Google Plus page to read my bell notifications now.
I just open it in Google Chrome. I usually read it that way, and it works.
It's been working the whole way till somebody changed something, and now it doesn't work.
Yep.
Then you go to how to fix it, and it tells you how to fix it, and there's no way to fix it because the way they told you to fix it doesn't work either.
Yep. They're full of shit. Those guys are assholes.
My trailer, if you have a trailer on there, it wouldn't play because they fucked with that. It wouldn't
Yep.
play for like a few days. Now it's working. Now you know how you go to your subscriptions and say you missed a day or so and you want to look at more, that doesn't work. You can't load more subscriptions. You have to. I don't know where you get them. It doesn't actually work. So, I mean, I've been looking at videos on Google Plus the last few days.
Yep.
Because I can't go
So how
back.
you been, stuff?
Not too bad. I got a few problems I got to work out, but I don't know what's going on. I have to go see if I'm subscribed to you. I don't know. I don't even know. That's what I saw your notification right now. I looked through my bell notifications. I saw that you invited me to there, so I came in here, and maybe it unsubscribed to you. I don't know. Probably. So I got to go check on that.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, because I don't think you're sub to me.
I mean, I'm sub to a lot of people that I don't. They don't know it. Say it that way.
What?
But let's see. I'm sub to like 179 people or something bullshit like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track and watching all their videos too.
I mean, you don't know what's going on. It's like you're being kept in the dark. I mean, some videos that I should be getting notices for, I'm not getting notices for. I was like, I never saw that video. I actually saw it on Google Plus, but it never came up as, on the YouTube. I never saw it on YouTube. You know, it's like your subscriptions aren't like, I don't know, they're not getting through or something. I don't get it.
Well, I know sometimes that I get sometimes I'll get like on my phone. I'll get like a notification that someone just uploaded a video, and then like other people, I don't even get that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, some of them videos that I should be seeing, I'm not seeing.
Huh. That's fucking crazy.
And then like I said, if you miss it, like say, like every day, I get like 20 videos loaded, and I go click on it and I see the new ones, but I can't get back to the old ones because it won't load anymore. So I probably missed something that I wanted to see, but I can't go see them.
Yeah, I've ran into that problem before where it
I
won't
go to
load the older
Google-
ones.
I just go to Google Plus and see what everybody else is watching, so then I can click on what they're watching, because that's probably what I want to watch anyway.
That's right.
But they never really fixed that either. From the start, I was saying, you go to your Google Plus page and you see what everybody else is watching, but you don't know whose video it is until you actually click on it and go to YouTube from the link. It doesn't tell you whose it is. So
Yep.
that's one thing. I
Right.
mean, way back it started.
And sometimes
What I did way back was, when it first started like that, I put my name right into the description of what it was about. So when you popped up there, you see Stealth Rider does this and this. Every one of them like that. Just so when people saw it, they know it was mine. But I kind of got out of that because it's kind of stupid to put your name in every description of what your video is supposed to be about. On the title of it anyway.
yeah.
But it's still fucked. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I see people watch a video and then I kind of click on it to watch it, and it's not available in my country.
Well, I have that because the main reason that happens to me is because I'm not monetized. I don't monetize any of my videos, so what happens is if you're on your phone and you go to look at it, you can't see it because it has to be monetized for you to watch it on your cell phone. That's one problem I have. The other problem I have is if I use illegal music that they don't approve of, certain countries like Germany, for instance, they can't watch them either for some reason because I guess it blocks it because I used a song that they didn't approve of. Copyright violations.
Yeah, I had one of those too where it said your video will not be available in certain countries, and I was like, well, as long as it gets through to the U.S., I really don't give a shit.
I get a lot of people saying I couldn't watch your video on my cell phone. I couldn't watch my video, your video in my country. I get a lot of that because I don't follow the rules basically. I pretty much do the opposite of what I'm supposed to do just out of spite because I don't want to do it that way.
Yeah, as long as you're monetized, they really can't do anything to you.
But whatever. As long as they're still up there. And the basic thing is the only reason I make videos is to share with my friend. So if you're not my friend to start with, that's who I make videos for. And it's not like I'm dissing my subscribers. It's the fact that I make it and you want to watch it, you can watch it. But the whole reason I started making videos is to share with what I'm doing with my friends because my friends are sharing what they're doing with me.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. And then it got into subscribers, that you don't know that actually watch your videos too. But it's all well and good if you want to watch it and you enjoy what I do. I don't think I'm the best person. I was looking at some of my material. I'm like, there's so many vloggers out there, motor vloggers that are, they got their camera set up right. They got their mic. One of my problems is basically the microphone. I can never get the audio as good as I want it. So it's always fucked up. And if I don't think it's worth showing, I'm not gonna fucking put it up.
Yeah. Well, I guess I've been pretty lucky when it comes to mic placement and that. My audio, I'm pretty happy with it, I guess.
I've changed my audio setup so many times, it's ridiculous. I mean, I've lost track of how many places I've tried it. You know, and Brand says it might be my helmet, too much wind noise. I do agree with the wind noise. And I don't know, when I close my helmet all the way, I get that feedback. You know, your voice feedback
Yeah.
is weird. You know, and if you crack
Right.
your visor, you know, the more you crack your visor, the clearer your audio is. But you can't leave your visor all the way open all the time. I mean, that's just weird. I mean,
Have you tried switching out your microphones? Like try different microphones?
yeah, I'm on my second microphone. I was with a drift microphone the first time, and now that I've got the new camera, I've got a different microphone. It just seems like nothing is ever, you know, par to how I want it. You know, clear. I want it clear enough that I can vlog above, I would say, 50 miles an hour. You know, 50, 60 miles an hour. Basically, my speed that I do most of my riding at is 60 miles an hour. And at that speed, there's wind noise and there's a lot of, I don't know how to explain it. It's just the static from having the helmet closed, I guess.
Yeah. You get a lot of noise right around. It's 60 and up, you get a lot of noise.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of the vlogs that I did were probably, my best vlog is probably like 35, you know, with my visor cracked, where I can get, you know, the best audio. But I mean, you're not always going to be wanting to talk at 35 miles an hour. I mean, it's like, if I'm going 35, I'm on a really technical road where, you know, you don't want to be going 60.
Right.
And if I'm going 35, it's kind of like I'm doing a pace lap.
Yep.
Like, it's just weird. If you want to ride and you're going 35, then you're boring the shit out of me. Boring the shit out of myself. There's a few roads I go down that the speed limit changes from like 35 to 45 to 55, goes back down to 45, back down to 35. You know, it keeps changing. I come to a place where it's 35, and I feel like I can walk that fucking bike faster than that. It's kind of like I can fucking just lay back and just look at butterflies and shit just flying around. Not even look where I'm going. You know, it's just that slow. It's weird. Because like I said, I can break most speed limits in first.
Well,
I can break any speed limit anywhere around me in first gear. And not even try to. It's like the other day I went out and, you know, I'm just cruising up, and every once in a while I jack it a little bit, and I know where this cop was sitting because I saw him on the way up. He was sitting there. He's just watching all this tourist traffic come down here. So I go out and do a little bit of riding, and I come back. I know where he's going to be sitting there, so I come back by. He's still sitting there, you know, and I got a bunch of traffic behind me, and, you know, I kind of want to be in a different position. So after I get away from him for a little while, I speed up to like 75 and get in a better position, you know, around a couple cars that were coming hemming me in. And then I look back and I see blue lights. I'm like, son of a fucking bitch. That motherfucker pulled out and saw me fucking go 75, and he's coming up my ass. And I was like, well, I guess he's going to have to go up my ass because I'm going to my house, and unless he's up my ass with the siren going, I ain't pulling over. You know, and I had like 6 cars between me and him. So I was like, fuck it. Everybody else is going the same speed I'm going, and we're going like 60, 65 and like a 55. So I was like, I'm just going to my house. If he wants to pull me over, he's gonna have to pull up in my driveway. Cause I'm gonna say, well, I didn't even see you, sir. I couldn't hear you. I got earplugs in or something stupid. Well, but I got to my house, and I guess he pulled somebody over that was back beyond me that he saw at the back of the group. Because I got an outstanding ticket right now. We're doing the same thing.
Well, that sounds kind of like me this afternoon, because I got pulled over too.
I mean, I deserve to get pulled over. I'm not arguing that point. But it's just, I don't know. sometimes I get a little throttle happy. I don't play nice with cars. What I think is dangerous and I don't know, not roadworthy. I don't know what cops deem as me being dangerous is what I normally do. So I was like, you're like, you change lanes unsafely with not enough room. Well, yeah. I mean, if my bike will fit right between two cars, I mean, I'm gonna put it in there. That's kind of thing. I'm not gonna wait 5 or 10 more seconds for me to get enough room while these cars are hemming me in, boxing me in, going too slow for me. I mean, the second I get enough room, I'm putting it in there, and I'm not putting it in there easy. I'm fucking ripping the throttle and I'm jacking that hole. I'm gonna step right through that window right quick. I mean, that's the way I ride, and you know, if a cop sees that, you know, that's a fine.
Yeah, there's times where I do lane splitting too, but I know that as soon as I do it, I'll get caught.
I mean, it's the cop that you don't see that's going to get you. Because they had a cop waiting for me. They did. They had a cop fucking sitting on the side of the road waiting for me. They called ahead. Said, look out for this motherfucker. He's coming your way. And the one that I didn't see is the one that called in. Fucking assholes.
Well, the cop that got me was coming the other direction and clocked me, and then he turned around and came after me.
Yeah, well, see, the cop that saw me he's no way he gonna catch up to my ass. I'll leave his ass in traffic way back there somewhere in the next town. Our towns are pretty close together, so I mean, let's see, damn, they got like 3-4 towns within, what, 15 miles? I mean, that's just on that side. Over here, I mean, there's a town every 2 miles. I mean, there's so many towns around here close together.
Sounds like Ohio.
And there's so many cops to every town. Every town's got a fucking copville. A little cop station in it. So, I mean, they're everywhere. I can ride up and down some of these back roads, and there's a cop lives there, and there's one that lives there, and there's one that lives there, and I ain't even got off one road yet.
Yep.
The same thing, you know. There's so many cops around here, and it's just ridiculous. Way back when I was growing up, you know, before I could even, you know, legal to drink, it was like the DUI capital of, like, the nation.
Yeah.
We had a slogan that you come on vacation and you leave on probation. Just, you know, they're just like hitting a fucking, like a honeybee's nest and see if you don't get stung. If you're riding up and down this road, you're in trouble.
Yep.
That's pretty much what it is. I mean, they'll follow you, run your plate. I saw, you know, it's weird that you're just driving along and a cop will just pull the person over in front of you. I was like, what the fuck just happened there?
Yeah, they go around you and trying to pull them over.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, I've been following this guy, like, on my way home from work. And, you know, he hasn't done nothing wrong that I've seen because I'm right behind him. And all of a sudden, the cop passes me, pulls in front of me, pulls the guy over in front of me. And I was like, what the fuck just happened there?
They was looking for his ass.
But you always get that feeling though, and you're like, oh shit, he's coming after me, and then all of a sudden he jumps out in front of you and gets somebody else, and you get like that sigh of relief that it wasn't you that he's pulling over.
I got that same feeling the other day. I mean, I was like, if I see blue lights, I know I've done something wrong way back there some fucking where. I do something wrong every day. Not that I deem it wrong, they deem it wrong.
Yep.
It's
Hell,
like,
I ride like a damn pussy, and I could get pulled over on a daily basis if I was caught.
Pulled me over. Is like, why are you so nervous? I was like, I'm nervous every time I get pulled over. I don't give a fuck if you meant to pull me over or you got the wrong guy. I'm just like, I know I've done something at some point.
You should, next time a cop pulls over next to you, like if you see a cop pulled over, you should pull over and just be like, "Hey man, I've been
Just
doing some wrong stuff."
it's like, yeah, I'll pull over for the cop that was stopped and just hand him my driver's license or registration without him, and just hand it right through the window. There you go. What did you do? I don't know.
You tell me. Make something up.
Just put a question mark on the ticket.
Yep. Put a question mark on the ticket. I'm bound to do it again before I get home.
Yeah, don't confess to a cop of something that you don't. Yeah, don't confess to a cop if he doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they'll ask you. I was like, yeah, we thought it was you, but we can't really prove it was you. But you know, he did. The second cop did seem to do the same thing. So I mean, he saw me do it, but he can't prove that I did it way back there where the first cop saw me.
Yeah. I had a cop bothering me the other day when I was at a gas station. I was off my bike, and I was just sitting there drinking a drink, eating a sandwich. And he comes over, and he's like, "What's on that camera?" I was like, "Riding." He's like, "Anything illegal?" I was like, "No." He's like, "All right, have a good one."
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that when he pulled me over, he didn't say anything about the camera, nothing.
Yeah.
And, you know, he told me to take my helmet off, and I took it off and I put it on the gas tank so I could film it all, and it filmed it all. And the proof is right there on that fucking camera what I did the whole fucking time.
Yep, that's right.
And it can read my speedometer, and I can tell how fast I was going by just watching the video. You know? He could have, you know, I was kind of just being really polite and, you know, not volunteering much, but just saying, you know, you caught me, just write me a ticket, dude. You know? And he was like, I had 3 cops that sitting there, you know, by the time I got pulled over. I had him, I had another cop, because there's always one cop there's so many cops around, you could have 2 or 3 stopped at one, whatever's going on, there's going to be cops at it, because there's so many that they're like, oh, somebody got pulled over, let's go check them out. You know, there's like, they'll be like if you have an accident down here, it's like the whole county around comes to the accident. You'll have a couple fire trucks, 2 ambulances, 8 cops. It's like drama, you know, like, and everybody wants to get in on it.
Yep.
That's what happened for the day. Let's go see what's going on over there. There's never like one cop is ever going to have, you know, to deal with something by himself.
Yeah.
You know, I got the cop that pulled me over. The cop
Yeah, they gotta have that backup.
The backup cop, and then the cop that first saw me that had to catch up to me. Like, he got there like 10 minutes later.
Yep.
And he's like, you know, I could press charges, and he could press charges from, you know, because every town could press charges because you did something in that town and you did something in this town. Ah, fuck. I got two infractions on that ticket, but you know the infractions aren't really that bad. It's the cost of court that really nails your ass to the wall. Because, you know, the cost of court's like $180.
Yep.
You know, your fine is like, you know, chicken feed compared to that.
Yep. That's right. It is.
Yeah, I was sitting here telling Llama Goose that I don't think the cop that pulled me over noticed that I had a camera on my helmet, because as soon as he pulled me over, I took my helmet off and set it on the tank and had the camera up in underneath the windscreen. And I bet you if he would have known, if he would have asked for it, he would have found something that he would have found interesting.
Yeah.
And I would have probably gotten a ticket for it.
Well, nowadays, you know, there's a fine line where if a cop pulls you over for doing something, or he thinks there's a law saying if he thinks that there's something on your camera that can prove that something illegal was done, that he can confiscate your camera for the information that's on it.
Huh. Jeez.
Yeah. If they want it, they'll take it. Under that statute.
I'm gonna have to do some research into that.
That's when you take the camera off like you're giving it to him, and you take the SD card out and you fucking scrape it on the ground. You take that SD card and take the little metal part that collects all the data.
Yep.
That bitch and you scrape it across the asphalt and you can't read anything on that motherfucker.
Yep, it's ruined now.
Or you take it and you stick it in your mouth and you swallow it. One of the two.
Man, that would hurt coming out. Fuck that.
Pretty small.
Ugh, yeah. Yeah, fuck that. I'll just scrape it on the ground.
As long as they don't come out your pee hole, you're alright.
Oh, fuck. But you know what you do is, when you're getting pulled over, you just grab on the side of your helmet and rip your camera right off. Just drop it on the ground.
Put in a side chat about what I did on my camera. So if you were to solve that, then I would have gotten a ticket for that.
I mean, what I've taped, I could, I don't know, bike impounded.
They put you away for life.
For years. God, for the rest of your life.
Motherfucking you was gone.
I was trying to take myself. I was trying to take myself to see how. I was trying to take myself track out, but I take myself doing that. So.
Yeah. I haven't found a place I could top my bike out at yet. I'm gonna have to go to a airstrip and hope the tire holds out.
Yep.
And hope I don't rip one of my arms off.
Or you got enough runway to stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a cone, set of cones, where it's point of no return. We have to gear down. We have to pin back on the throttle.
Like when you get to like 150 miles an hour, then you can fly off the ground.
Yeah, you know that if you flew off the ground like you regularly were riding, that it wouldn't touch back the same way it took off. It would come down like sideways.
Nope.
Can't imagine. I saw Ghost Rider, the original Ghost Rider. He had a contest to see who could do the fastest wheelie at the fastest speed, and he had it up to 192.
Jesus.
On a wheelie.
Wow.
This was on, I think it was that 1100 Blackbird, modified Blackbird.
Phew, that's fast.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yep. Did you guys hear do it with Dan crashed his new R6?
Nah.
Yeah, he crashed his new R6, fucked himself all up.
There's a lot of people crashing and getting stolen bikes lately.
Mm-hmm. I heard Chase just got his bike stolen.
It's not crashing, it's everybody getting speeding tickets.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of drama. You hear something new every day.
Yeah, I heard Chase got his bike stolen again.
I heard Chase got his bike stolen before he actually announced he got it stolen. Because somebody let the cat out of the bag. They did a vlog about it.
Oh, shit.
He was going to release it anyway, but, I heard it before I saw his video.
Right. I haven't even watched his video yet. I've been so behind on videos, I haven't watched a damn thing on YouTube.
He sounds like me in his last video. He's like, fuck this and fuck that and you motherfuckers. I was like, damn, that's what I sound like on my videos. I was thinking today, like, fucking shit is my 2 words that I use the most.
Oh, I do that a lot too.
My vocabulary is really fucking shot.
Yeah. That's all I say is I fucking cuss all the fucking time. I just say shit and fucking ass and piss.
I can't believe. I know it's from. You know what it's from? It's from watching TV. Growing up watching TV and how TV has gone so downhill with what they show language-wise and the sexual version of it. It's not like, I grew up on the verge of it changing like that. So all this time I've been watching, all this stuff, and now it's normal to say these words, and it shouldn't be. And now it's like embedded in my vocabulary so much that I can't even keep myself from saying it.
Yep, that's exactly how I am too. I say it at work and shit.
I'm like, the next time I go vlog, I'm going to see if I can go through a whole vlog without saying those 2 words.
Do it.
I guarantee I won't be able to do it.
This is gonna be the
You ain't gonna do it.
challenge.
If you watch my last video I just posted, it is me just thinking. It's not me like trying to do a vlog. This is me riding around just talking to myself. And you just see how many times I say fucking shit. And that's just me talking to myself. That's not me trying to convey like a normal vlog.
Yep.
You know, when I'm talking to myself, I mean, I'll say, I'm sitting here watching TV, say. You know, I'm by myself, I'm watching TV, and I'll say fucking shit to myself, like describing what's going on TV. I'm like, fuck that little nigger. Fuck that shit and fuck this. Nigga, please. I was like, goddamn, I fucking say that, you know, so much that I can't not fucking say it. You know, like, listen to what I'm saying right now. How many times did I just say fuck?
A lot.
Exactly. And then when I go back and watch my video, I was like, what the fuck? Look at this motherfucker cussing up a storm. He's not even pissed off or nothing. He's out having a good old time. He's just fucking this and fucking that.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think I've made.
No, you're just talented. You can.
Where I don't say fuck.
No, you're just talented. You're just talented. You can fucking shit at the same time.
I guess so.
Hit her in the shitter.
I'm gonna have to work on that. That would probably be my biggest vice right now. Just cussing just for no reason. It's not like I'm even pissed off.
Just fucking shit, man. Just
yeah,
it's fucking shit.
My brain has done fucked my vocabulary way up.
Some goddamn fucking shit. That's all it is.
I can't even think of the words I want to use. That's why some of my vlogs are screwed up, because the word that I'm trying to say, my brain won't put it through my mouth, and it's just screwed up. I was like, what? That don't make any sense. My brain, I must have had one too many concussions here in the last few years. I know I've had a few.
Maybe
Be like,
maybe not drinking enough beer.
I know my memory's shot too, so I mean it might be the Alzheimer's creeping up.
Yep.
I mean, I won't even be able to think of the word I'm trying to use, or I won't even be able to remember somebody's name when I've known the person for like forever. I'm like, that guy. You remember that guy? You know that guy? Yeah. And like it'll take me like a day to remember what his name is. And then it becomes like a challenge.
Oh, I do that sometimes too.
Yeah, I try to remember shit. And then it's like it just slips my mind. And it'll come back at some irrelevant time that I don't need the information anymore.
That's the way it works. Yeah. I was talking to 13, I was like, I can't remember this. I can't remember it. I've been trying to remember it all day. And once I stop trying to remember it, that's when it'll come to you.
Yep.
Just out of the blue, you're laying in bed going, that's it. Then I'll forget
You're not even trying to think of it. It's like talking in your head.
I'll forget it again by the time I wake up in the morning.
Fucking shit, fuckity, fuck shit, fuck shit.
You wouldn't believe. Every night I go to bed, I have weird dreams. Like every night. It's never a night that I don't have weird dreams. And the longer I stay in bed, the more dreams I'm gonna have. And you know, if I wake up and I go back to sleep, I know I'm gonna have another dream. So the more times I do it, I mean, just some fucked up shit. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes it's way out there in left field, and you're going, I can't even explain this stuff. It's so screwed.
Yep.
I can't literally just tell you. I can't explain how screwed up it actually. The reality of it doesn't make sense. But when you're unconscious, it is your reality.
Yep.
So until you wake up and realize that it was a dream and it was all screwed up, then, you know, that was your reality for that time length.
Yep.
And it's real. I mean, I've never had a dream where I said in the dream, this is not real.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a dream where my father was in it, and he's dead. So, I was like, in the dream, my father's in there, and I was like, you're not alive. And then he convinced me that he was. I was like, what the fuck? And it was like, I knew he wasn't alive, but in the dream, I was convinced he was alive. So then I go through the dream believing he was. And then I wake up, and I'm like, fuck, he wasn't alive. Yeah.
I hate those dreams that I hate those dreams that you like so much you don't want to wake up from it. And then all of a sudden you wake up, it's like, damn it, I'll just get to the good part.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my dreams are a lot better than my reality, that's for sure.
Have a dream you live in some mansion, ride a brand new bike, and then you wake up and you're like, fuck.
Damn it.
I fell asleep
No,
the
I
other
had a
day.
dream this one time that I was actually surrounded by, like, I had this dream like I was surrounded by like 8 girls and they're all like all over my body and shit, and I was like, oh, I don't want to wake up, I don't want to wake up, and then next thing you know, it's like we're starting to get like into everything, and I wake up, I was like, man, damn it, I didn't want to wake up from this shit.
And you had to change your underwear.
You try to go back to sleep real fast and get back into it.
Motherfuckers.
Sometimes I could do it. Sometimes too, but most of the time it's like it won't happen because it's too good of a dream.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. The bad thing I hate about my dreams, you know how like in your dreams people can say you can control your dream?
Yeah.
And do what you want to in your dream?
I've heard that.
I've never been able to do that. If I'm in my dream and I want to do something, like if I'm scared in my dream, I can never not be scared. Or if I want to do something, I never can do it. I don't understand why I can't take control of the dream. I never can. It's like you know that movie with Jennifer Lopez when she went in somebody else's dream?
Yeah.
And you remember that movie?
Yeah, I remember that.
All fucked up, and the person that was having the dream was in control. Well, I can never take control of what I do in my dream. Whatever happens, happens, but I cannot determine the outcome of the dream. Weird.
Yeah, that is fucked up. I have some fucked up dreams. People probably think I'm on drugs if I start talking about the shit that I dream about.
Exactly. I mean, people would think I'd be dropping acid on my tongue before I go to sleep.
Yep. That's right. I've had dreams about being in prison and, for whatever reason, drinking juice that has been made out of a banana.
That's prison liquor.
Yeah. I guess so. I mean, they probably just shove it in there in a garbage bag with water and fucking yeast or bread or whatever, and there you go.
That's what
Prison
they do
whiskey.
with apples. They make apple liquor all the time, and I don't know what. I think I don't know what else they add to it. I know the sugar in the whatever the fruit it is the fermentation, but. Yeah. I don't know if they just take the apples and put them in a bag and let them rot. Is that what happened?
I think what they do is they take the apples and they put them in a garbage bag that has a little bit of water in it, and it has bread in it. Okay. And that acts as the yeast.
Yeah. Yeah, because they smuggle apples and bread from the commissary.
Yeah. Motherfucker, we're going to make some good shit. Yeah. We're going to get hammered.
I had this apple stuffed up my ass. If it tastes funny, it's, Get shit on it.
Peel this apple. There's some fucking dingleberries on there.
I guess you could wash it in the toilet before they put it in the bag.
Yeah, that's true. They could do that.
What are you doing? I'm taking the apple to the shower with me. We're going to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, I've had a lot of dreams about being in jail or prison. That's fucked up shit.
Yeah, it is. That probably means you're scared to go to prison.
I've been to jail before. I don't want to go back.
That means that you're doing something illegal.
He's just
you're doing something illegal. You think you're gonna get thrown back in jail for doing.
Probably. Probably true.
Yeah, a lot of times when I get pulled over by the cops, I think I'm going straight to jail anyway. That's why I'm nervous, sir.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to take me right over to jail.
Yep.
I think she's just anxious to meet Bubba.
Yep.
My booty hole is really small and tight.
Yeah, mine too. Except after I eat a bunch of Taco Bell. After I eat a bunch of Taco Bell, it kind of opens up a little bit.
I like throwing up, but then after that, then I get all that like hot, squirty shits.
Dude, I go to Taco Bell through the drive-thru and I'm like, give me a shit ton of all your sauces. I'll order like 3 tacos and like give me 10 of each of them, and then they'll give them to me, and I'll just like I'll put all kinds of sauce on my tacos, and then whatever I have left, I just take home and put it in a container, and I have a whole container full of Taco Bell sauces.
You know where Pink Turbo was talking about? She got some. Yeah, she got some avocado at Subway and fucking gave her the runs probably.
Yeah.
I
saw that on Facebook.
I just saw that commercial. I saw the commercial for Subway where they were advertising avocados.
Ugh, I don't like avocados. But...
First thing I think of is Jen.
Yep.
Yeah, that's her commercial right there.
Jen and her
Which one?
Yeah. Jen sitting on the toilet.
You talk
Pink Turbo.
about Pink Turbo or Notorious Bunny?
Pink Turbo.
Pink Turbo. Now we got
Turbo.
We got too many Jens in the mix now too.
Yeah.
How many Jens do I know? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Jenny.
Jenny, we like peas and carrots. That movie's hilarious too.
Yes, it is. I love that fucking movie.
I knew this guy named Bubba, so every time I hear his name, I'm like, I got to say Bubba. That's what I think of every time I hear his name.
Oh, shit.
Somebody's got to save you, Bubba.
How about I was out driving the bus today?
I can't remember where I was.
I saw 2 guys riding Groms through my town, Honda Groms. I was like, yeah! They were ripping on it too, going like 70.
I can't remember where it was, but someone was showing me or telling me Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory or something close to where we were standing. I can't remember where I was at though.
Universal Studios has one.
There's a lot of bubblegum restaurants.
Yeah.
I lived in Colorado for a while, and there's one on the main street in Breckenridge. I worked there for a little while. And I never heard of it before actually going there to work. I didn't know there was an actual restaurant chain devoted to that. But the whole restaurant is Forrest Gump, themed. So like everything in there is themed, you know. And you know it's got like the Run Forrest Run shit, and it's based on shrimp, but you can get like other stuff, but you can get like any shrimp dish you can actually think of, because it's based on that. It's based on that, when Bummer was naming off all the kinds of ways you could cook shrimp. That's kind of what it's based off of. There's fried shrimp, shrimp gumbo, shrimp.
Keep sounding more and more like Bubba. You got the shrimp. There's pie shrimp and shrimp gumbo.
I think that's about it.
I think that's all I got to say about that.
So I got my head blown off. Are you gonna be?
They had one of those Bubba gums down there in Universal. That was good stuff.
Be a shrimp boat captain.
At the meetup, it was riding a 125 Grom, and I was surprised on how well he kept up with the group.
Yeah, they're pretty ballsy for little bikes, but they're very light.
I can imagine how small a tire.
I was telling some people, I was like,
the tires are really small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling somebody that if you put a bigger motor on there, man, that thing would really have some balls. But then they're saying now, if he had a bigger motor on that thing, he'd be popping wheelies like crazy.
Well, I have seen the guys that put turbochargers on them.
They are the new Honda Ruckus. That's exactly what they are.
They're a little bit better than a Ruckus.
Yeah, but the Ruckus is the one that everyone was modding, and now it's the Grom. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck the Ruckus. Fuck it's the Ruckus, motherfuckers.
I can look at the Ruckus and say, I mean,
That'd be
never set my foot on it. It reminds me of those little skater things that the kids have where they put their hands on the front of. You got the bar, like the bar with a skateboard.
Yeah.
Like they're pushing themselves. You got a handlebar. That's what it looks like to me. One of them little fucking skateboards with a handle on it.
Yep.
I think Notorious Bunny should get that little 125 Grom. She'd probably look cool riding that thing.
I think she would. Yeah.
It'd probably be faster in her
Probably
500.
got more balls in that 500.
Yep.
Is that what her old bike was? What's the CCs on it?
Yeah, it's a 500 single cylinder.
I knew it was a single, but I didn't know what the CCs were.
Yeah, those little Buell Blasts are 500s.
And I just saw the commercial for the CBR 500, and the commercial makes it sound like the greatest thing that's ever happened. It's a CBR 500, and I'm like, that's a piece of crap. Why would he want somebody want it?
They're kind of ballsy for being a 500. They're kind of ballsy, but they're not that. Like, they're not super fast or anything.
I don't see what I'm seeing is like all these middle ground bikes that I don't think there should be a middle ground bike, right there. I mean, you should have like a 250 or 300 and then jump up to the 600 or something. I don't think there's no reason to have something in that range.
Eventually, they'll run out of ideas and just start making them in odd displacements.
I mean, they're coming out with a 400. It's just ridiculous. 300s and 400s, and I get 500s. What are they going to come out with? Like a 700?
Here's your new Honda CBR 412.76.
Yeah, round it up to 450.
Yeah. Round it up, motherfuckers.
Make it sound cooler.
I know I was gypped when I got my first bike. I was like, oh right, I got a 250, and then I looked up the specs. It was a 234. I'm like, this is horse shit. You had to rob me of those just a little bit of CCs. That would have made the world of difference to me.
That's funny too. Like how they're always like 49 or 99 or something like that.
Yep.
You couldn't get one more CC in there.
Mine's a 600, but I think it's closer
always like
to a
$5.99.
Yeah, but we're gonna call it a 600 because it sounds cooler.
That's right.
But on the other hand, like the 1198s, they didn't say it was a fucking 1200.
Because it sounds cooler.
1198. I mean, that's your Ducati.
Yep.
They didn't round.
Yeah, and then you got your 898s.
I have never seen Ducati round up a number yet. I mean, you used to have the 999. I think I saw some 699s, way back when they used to be when they started putting like motorcycles in movies, and I can't remember which movie that was in, but I think they had a what did they have? They had a 996, and the dude like hid something in the bike, and he switched the number upside down to where it was like 699. And the person that was looking at the bike said, they don't make a 699. So it was like he knew right away there was something wrong with that bike.
I read an ad not too long ago, and Harley Davidson is getting into making 750s. I don't know why they would ever do that. I mean, I guess they got to compete with the Jap bikes.
I don't know. I don't know that much about Gixxers, so I can't really comment on it. But the Gixxer 750. I mean, how much different is it from a leader bike?
Not much. I mean, it's just a little bit less power.
I don't know. If you're gonna upgrade from like a 600, I don't know, why would you go to 750 instead of going to 1,000? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to pick me up one of those old
Well, the
Katana
750 is
1100s.
supposed to be. Well, the 750 is supposed to be the best of both worlds. It's supposed to be as nimble and good like the 600, but it's supposed to have better
Power band.
speed and yeah.
I don't know. It's like one of my friends. He has a 600, and he just he has an R6, and he went and test rode R1, like a few days ago, and he's like, this thing is awesome, and then he comments, is like, does this thing like go like this after 8 miles an hour? Do all leader bikes go like this after 8 miles an hour? And I'm pretty much. Mine does. I can tell you from my standpoint, once you crack the throttle, I mean, it's all power all the time. It's not like you're trying to get above second gear so you can get on down the road. Kind of like my 600, you didn't want to be in first or second. You kind of wanted to be as high as you could get, as fast as you could get.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it was just, I don't know how to explain it, but you just didn't want to be there.
Yep.
I didn't want to be in first or second on my bike, on my 600, because it was just, I guess, just too slow, and I don't know how to explain it. But in first, I mean, I got all the power I need right on first gear from the jump. So, like, if I was riding my 600, I would be in first gear at the end of my driveway, and then trying to get out of second by the time I'm going down my road, but I'd have to, gear back down because my road's kind of short to get to the main highway. But like first and second, you don't want to be in neither one of them. It's kind of like, I don't know, below 20, I guess, miles an hour. You just can't rip it. You can't rip a 600 like you rip a leader bike. And that's why I like the leader bike, because I can rip it as hard as I want to, and I can downshift as hard as I want to, and you can't do that on a 600.
Yeah.
Because that bitch will lock up.
Yeah, you don't want to lock that thing up. Fuck that.
Lock that rear tire up, downshifting real hard, and if you take off real fast, it's the same way. It's weird. You can't really compare it until you've ridden both of them.
Yep.
And then you're going like, I don't want to go back to a 600 because this is the way I want to ride.
Yep.
And, after I had my leader bike for a while, and I'd go back and I would ride my 600 just to keep it in, maintain, its keep it in good shape. And I would get on it and start ripping it. I was like, this is not going to work. Not going to work. Fucking had that fucking back tire locking up and sliding sideways.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't have any problems with my 600, but then again, I'm not really like the most aggressive rider in the world.
I mean, that's why, when people ask me what I like about it, that's the first thing I'm going to tell you, is it lets me ride it like I want to ride. It's pretty much, because I'm an aggressive stance kind of person. I mean, I like the aggressive stance. If the speed limit was whatever, I'd be doing whatever, all the time.
Yep.
I do as much as I can get away with right now.
That's right.
But it's pretty much like flipping a coin.
Yeah.
Do I get caught or do I not get caught?
I'm real lucky I haven't gotten caught yet. I've done some dumb shit right in front of cops, too. Like copping out.
I don't see how you're too much of a pussy to do anything.
I just called you a pussy.
Yep. Nah, I took off out of a red light.
Well,
Yep. Yeah, I do ride like a pussy sometimes. But actually most of the time. But no, I was in downtown Wheeling, and there was a cop behind me and I didn't know it. And I took off out of that red light and I topped first gear out. It was about 55 miles an hour and the speed limit was 25. And I'm really surprised he didn't do anything to me.
Just say, sir, I couldn't find second.
I couldn't find seconds. I just
I was wondering what the
slowed
fuck
down.
was going on.
I was going to try and hit 100.
I mean, people see me riding around in cars like passing me, and they're like, "Dude, you got a leader bike. Why are you letting people pass you?" But they don't know where I live. I'm like, you can't just rip it all day long around here. There's cops everywhere, and if you're going 10 over the speed limit, you're like red flagging. You're like taking a red flag and waving it above your head, saying, "I'm over here." You know, I mean, that's what it's like. Because they're looking for anybody going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. Because, I mean, it's I don't know what you can get away with wherever you live, but here, if you're going 10 over, you're in trouble.
Yep.
And you can pretty much say you want to try to stay under 10 until, you know, you look around and you don't see anybody around. You can do whatever you want to. But you're not going to do that. On various occasions, I watch people pass me, and then by the time I catch up to them, they're pulled over.
Yep.
So if you see a bunch of people passing me, it's because I'm letting them pass me.
Because the cop's going to get them first.
Yeah, it's not because I can't pass them. And I think that's the weird thing. If you watch my videos and see people passing me, it's because I know what time it is.
Most of the little towns around here, you can ride past their police department and see how many cars are sitting out front, and you can count them. And most of the police departments only have like 3 cop cars. So if there's 3 cop cars sitting there, there's no cops out.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I would love to live somewhere like that. I mean, when you go up the Dragon, like when I go up to the Dragon, you take like, you just don't rip it. You take like a pace lap, and you find out what's going on. And if you ride down and you don't see anything, you pretty much know you ride up. There's nobody going to be coming most of the time. I mean, there's nobody, cops going to be sitting around anywhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like you're going to rip it, because if you rip it, you're going to run right into them.
Yep. That's right.
So, I mean, you go to base camp and you talk to people, you're like, you seen any cops today? Yeah, there's one sitting in the second curve. Well, you're like, I won't gun it until I get past the second curve. You take a ride and you see where they are, and then you can jump it right between the gaps where they're not.
Yep. That's right. Unless they move.
Yeah, unless they give up for the day and you pass them on the way. You're like, fuck.
Fuck it, we're not gonna get him. He knows we're here.
It's weird.
Cops around here pretty much have their radar set about 15 miles over the speed limit. So as soon as you hit 15 miles over the speed limit, they pull your ass over.
Yeah, you can get hit for 10 over here. Not like in town or anything. If you're on the highway patrol will get you. That's about the only ones you got to worry about.
I was told from a couple cops, a cop can pull you over for doing a mile over and a mile under. But if they write you a ticket, I'd probably say 98% of the time the judge is going to throw it out. But then you got to turn around and pay the court costs. So right there's a easy $75 right there.
Yep, that's right.
Usually the cops won't do that because they know they're going to get their ass handed to them. They're going to get, yelled at for doing that shit.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I said they have their thing set to 15 miles over.
Yeah, and there's how like some places there's no chase law, where if you're fucking running around here, you're going to have everybody chasing you. They don't give a fuck. If they're like dogs. If a rabbit runs, they're fucking chasing it, and they're gonna see how many cars they can get up their ass chasing you too. I mean, they'll even pit your ass if they have to. I've seen bikes pitted, on TV, on purpose, just to knock that motherfucker off and stop the chase.
Yep.
It's not worth that. If I got pitted on my bike and I could still walk, I would be gunning for his fucking throat. I can guarantee that.
Well, you're not trying to Well, you're not trying to live the story on an episode of Cops here.
Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, that's one reason I don't run from the cops, because you only make it worse. But I'm saying if I got pitted by a cop on a bike, his ass, he'd have to shoot me or tase me or do something, because I'd be going for his throat. Because how much more trouble are you going to get in? Fuck it. You just mess with the wrong person. I don't know. I'd probably get beat the shit out of if when the other cops showed up. If I didn't kill one of the other guys. I'm pretty sure I'd punch that son of a bitch right in the face. I don't know.
Hey, some of the cops around here are just complete fucking retards.
I don't know. That's kind of why I like having that camera on my helmet. Because if I get pulled over, I'm taping the whole motherfucking thing. And I don't give a shit if he says cut it off or not. We're fucking taping it.
Yep.
Yep.
You're allowed by law to tape the police.
You're out in public. It's
Yep.
not like I walked into the police station and with the record button on.
Walking to a police station, be like, surprise, motherfuckers.
Yeah. What y'all eating donuts up in this motherfucker? You got one with sprinkles?
Yeah, because look how many times. Look how many times cops have cameras in their squad cars, and they tape when they pull somebody over, and they basically end up getting their ass chewed because they did something wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen that. Yep.
Yeah.
I seen one of the videos I last saw was, I guess the guy was riding in Las Vegas, and there was a car in the lane beside him that was merging in front of him. So he slows up to let that car get in front of him, and there's a cop behind him that runs into the back of him. And then the cop gets out of the car and yells at the dude like it's his fault that the cop ran into him. What the fuck? And the guy's scared that that he won't get a ticket or whatever. So, the cop just yells at him and blames him for the whole incident. And the guy's like, "What can I do to get this go away?" And he's just like, "I could write you a ticket right now, but I'm just gonna let you go." And he says, "Just don't drive like that anymore." And I was like, "Fuck that! I mean, it's the cop's fault. He was following too close and ran in the back of him." I wouldn't take blame for that for a fucking second. I would fight him the whole way.
Yep.
You know what? You can yell at me all you want to. And he had that shit on tape. He recorded the whole thing and put it on, it ended up national. It went national.
Jeez.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
I don't know what would happen if I tried to videotape me getting pulled over around here. Ohio State Highway Patrol, if they get you, they're dicks.
Yeah. Most of them are.
Yeah. I've had a couple cops down in Wheeling. I've had one that, Jesus Christ, just because my music was too loud. I was riding around and I had my music playing loud in my car.
Yeah.
The motherfucker punched my fucking window and shit. Went off on me. I was like, wow, dude, you could have just said, hey, man, turn your music down.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand, like, little infractions like that where they could actually stop you and make you think about it. I mean, basically make you think about it where you're going, just put it in your mind that you're bugging other people and then say, yeah, I'm sorry, officer. And if you get caught doing it again, then give you a ticket.
Yeah. Well, I was sitting in a parking lot.
I mean, I can remember back when the guy shot somebody over loud music. There was these like 4 black guys in an SUV, and they were like at one of the, let's say 7-Eleven. And the guy was pumping gas, and he was annoyed by the music, being really loud. So I think he went over and told him to turn it down, and they turned it down. But later, I think they turned it back up, and the guy went to his car, got his gun, and went and put like 3 rounds in that fucking car. And he actually killed one of the persons. So, I mean, he's in deep shit.
Sure. I bet. Jesus, that's retarded.
You kill an innocent person because over something stupid. weird. I mean, violence like that is just ridiculous.
Yep.
You just took somebody's life because you were having a bad day.
I don't think I could ever kill somebody unless they were, in my house without permission. Be about the only time I could kill someone.
I guess the killing somebody would have to be your life being threatened where you have to use deadly force.
In the state of Ohio, anybody that enters your house without your consent.
Yeah, I mean they have that in Texas too.
Yeah.
And I've always been waiting for that person that felt like he could break in this house and get away with it because I don't know. I don't think that would go over so well.
No, I don't think it would go over well at my house either.
I wouldn't even have to pick up a gun, because I kind of like sharp things.
Stab in the neck.
I like that up close and personal, where I'm looking in your eyes as I'm sticking that knife up in your rib cage.
Yep.
And he's going, fuck, I'm fucked. And I'm like, yeah, you're fucked.
You're totally fucked, dude.
You're totally fucked.
Oh fuck, I'm fucked. Oh shit.
And I can imagine that shit-eating grin that's on my face going, yeah.
You're totally fucked. You was a totally fucked motherfucker, fucker.
That's the bad side. I've got a really fucked up personality.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm crazy all the time, but it's like I can go from normal to crazy, like, quick. You know?
Yeah. Yep, that's just like me, too.
It's just like the drop of a hat. It can be like fucking smiling to like fucking somebody up. And it's like, I have to refrain myself a lot of times.
Yeah. I have to do that when I'm at work. Can't be all crazy. I scared some people today.
Oh, God.
I drive a city bus.
Oh, shit. Yeah, whip that motherfucker around the corner and go up on two wheels going, yeah, I'm getting y'all motherfuckers off my bus as fast as possible.
Oh, dude, I scared the fuck out of some people today because I was going down a hillside and it was a steep grade. Most of the guys downshift and throw the engine brake on. Nope. I throw it up in 6th and just let it go. I had about 65 miles an hour and a 40 coming down that hill. Everyone's like, slow the fuck down! I was like, motherfuckers, I'm going to have you at your stops on time.
Is there a seatbelt I can put on right quick?
Yeah, I'd be scared if I was on a bus while you driving. You be driving too damn slow for me.
No way. I haul ass. I drive the complete opposite in a bus. And I do on a bike.
Wow.
Especially if I'm on a schedule. They're like, you gotta be here at this time. Oh yeah, motherfuckers? Well, I'm gonna be there 5 minutes early. Watch me go.
Oh, you remember that
If you can even
episode?
make it there 5 minutes early.
Oh yeah.
Remember that episode of Seinfeld where Kramer was driving the bus?
Oh no. I haven't seen that show in a long fucking time.
What happened was, let's see what happened. I'm trying to remember. I'll probably get it wrong. But I think, let me think. I don't know if the driver passed out or had a heart attack or something, or maybe somebody attacked the bus driver. But Kramer took over driving the bus, and I guess he was fighting off the attacker while driving the bus and still making all the stops. I think it said at one stop he stopped and he kicked the guy out the door and closed the door or something. I can't remember all of it, but it was funny because the guy asked him, he's like, yeah, he says, like, did you make all the stops? He said, yeah. People keep ringing the bell.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's hilarious. Something he would do.
I went off on some dude today. It was funny. Because part of my job description is being an asshole. I guess I'm pretty good at it.
Well, I guess.
This guy got on
Yeah,
my
you do it
bus and he was
yourself.
like, he was asking if I was inbound to town or if I was outbound to town, and I was like, I'm inbound, I'm going back in town, and he's like, oh man, I'm on the wrong bus, oh, and I was like, stop fucking bitching and get off my bus.
Well, I guess you got to put up with all that shit to start with. I mean,
Yeah, I have to put up with a bunch of retarded ass people.
exactly. I know another driver that's over in England, and
Yep.
he's a bus driver too, and he tells me about all the shit that he has to put up with.
Yeah.
And a lot of the passengers like call him racist, even though it's the rules and stuff, and he's allowed to do what he's allowed to do.
Yeah.
And when he calls somebody out on it, they're like, I guess like the higher percentage of his passengers are black. So whenever he calls somebody out on something, they usually call him racist, just because they don't want to hear the facts,
Yep. Oh, I call people out all the time on shit. Somebody gets on my bus and they don't pay. I'm like, you got a pass? They're like, no, get the fuck off my bus. I'm a little guy, but I'm not scared to get tough.
I'm not scared to get tough either. I don't give
Yeah,
a
you just
fuck.
gotta look at them and they'll scare.
Yep.
Yeah, you just gotta look at them and they'll scared to be getting on the bus.
I'll scare them away with my nudity.
If you're ready to throw down and the other person isn't, they're gonna back off every time. I've stood up to people that I probably shouldn't have, but I was like, go ahead, just fucking do it, because I'm gonna jack your jaw as far as I can put my arm up. I had two guys, maybe 6'6", and I'm like 5'10", and they're both standing side by side looking at me like, this motherfucker's crazy. Like, yeah, go ahead. I'm going to fucking clack one of you right in the jaw. Uppercut straight as far up as I can fucking get it.
Yep.
Then you get the one that's not afraid for you to stand up, and then they'll just bop you one.
I know. I mean, I've been in that situation. I had another guy that was probably 400 or 500 pounds, and I was like, "You're not coming in here. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna have to fight me the whole fucking way in. You're not coming in, and you're not bringing anybody with you." And later, the guy came back, and he's like telling like the boss man, the owner, he's like, "I could have took that dude, picked him up, and put him in my front pocket, but he wouldn't back down worth a motherfucker."
That's right, you just don't back down.
I ain't backing down. It's all or nothing right here. Let's go.
Yep. And you better hope you can knock me out or kill me.
Yeah, you're going to have to kill me, because if I get back up, most time, if I'm in a fight with somebody that outweighs me like 3 times my weight, if I get you down, you're not getting back up.
Yep.
I'm like that. I've watched every Friday the 13th Jason movie ever. And if I had Jason down on the ground, I can guarantee he wouldn't get back up if I ever got him down. He'd get back up without his head, but you can walk around without your head.
I'll punch you in the head, motherfucker.
Don't put me in that movie, because I'd take that machete away from him and whop that head off, and the body be walking around looking for its head.
Oh shit.
Now the ones you gotta watch out for in a fight is them like midgets, man, because they can be very dangerous, man. One shot you're nuts because they're like right there.
But you gotta know that going into it. You can't get like 1 foot away from him and expect to go to a fair fight. I mean, you gotta size the dude up before you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about this shit before you ever get into it. You're like, I'm going up against this guy that's 400 pounds. Well, I'm not gonna want to be in reach of him where he grabs me and smushes me like a fucking pretzel.
Yep.
You want to take little bites off his ass.
Gonna stand outside.
Yeah, outside the room. You gotta size him up before you get into it. A midget, I mean, you already know he's low to the ground, so I mean, you're gonna go in fast attack and just take his ass out.
Just kick him right in the head.
Yeah.
And then
you want
once
to go fast and quick and yeah. most of them, the short midgets, they're good wrestlers too. So
Yeah,
I mean, you want to take him out like
get
first
you on the
punch.
ground, man, you're like, yeah, once they get you down on the ground, you're like eye level to them, so you're like, it's easier for them to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
There was a guy I went to high school with, and he was a midget, and he used to bench press like 200 pounds. It was ridiculous. He would, and I mean, like, he would need spotters to get it off the bar, get the bar down off of the holder for him.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't reach that high.
Yeah.
He just, like, picked it up and set it in my hands. And they'd do it, and he just pounded out for like 20 minutes. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're really, really strong.
I mean, I don't take pity on anybody. If I'm gonna, it don't matter if you're a girl. It doesn't matter if you're in a wheelchair. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a grandma with a pocketbook. I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. If you go in a fight with me, you're gonna get fucked up. I don't give a fuck. I've seen some tough women that, you know, they probably kick my ass, but I ain't pulling no punches on the woman. I'm fucking going straight for the knockout.
Yep.
I mean, if you know, talk about women's rights, and a lot of guys will say, you never hit a woman, man. Well, if a woman comes up and fucking punches me, you think I'm going to let her get away with it?
Yep. Smack her right back in the face.
It's equal rights from that point on.
Yep. I don't know if I can imagine you beating some guy in a wheelchair, though. Come on. Come on, motherfucker. Come on. Wheel your ass back over here.
Yeah.
Just with no legs fighting.
Or some poor kid with polio on crutches or whatever. You just take his crutches and beat him with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And motherfucker can't walk now.
You pug me with that crutch one more time, motherfucker. It's your ass.
Yeah, motherfucker stubbed my toe with his crutches. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think about, like, the Jimmy and Timmy fight.
Oh, yes.
You seen that? That's fucking...
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was so funny, though.
Timmy was kicking his ass there for a little.
Uh-huh. There was a guy I worked with at a hospital, and he sounded like Jimmy. It was fucking hilarious. And he would just start talking, and everybody in the kitchen would start fucking dying. And nobody he couldn't figure out why. Yeah, dude. He had the whole stutter and the little lisp thing that he does too. Oh, it was great.
We had a guy that worked at a gas station that my family went to all the time, and he stuttered, and you know, it was like you could just see him struggling to get that shit out, but we didn't really look down upon him because he had a speech impediment, because, you know, we knew, I mean, nothing could fix the speech impediment, but he was a really good guy, you know?
Yeah.
And you just had to wait an extra 15 seconds before, you know, you could actually see what he wanted to say.
Yep. I work with a couple guys that stutter. There's the one guy, he'll get on the radio and he'll be like 15 to 64. I'm like, wow. And he'll start talking to you or something. He'll be like, well, what'd you do before you drove bus? And he'd be like, I used to drive long haul. And I'm like, wow. He just stretched the word out for like 10 seconds.
Damn.
Yeah, it's funny shit.
It's funny
that
that...
They could be also the smartest people, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, this guy was a mechanic. He was pretty smart. But it's kind of like we were talking about Motor Twitch, and you know how he stutters, but he can do his impersonations, but not stutter in his impersonation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, how does that work? Why don't you just do an impersonation the whole time?
Yeah.
I don't understand the reason your brain works different when you're doing an impersonation than it does when you talk generally.
he should just walk around and talk like Herbert all the time.
All the time. He would never stutter again.
He might have some problems getting laid, but
Yeah. Well, he's got a. If he can do one impersonation, it looks like he could be able to do a different impersonation. You know,
yeah.
Work on a different one.
Yep, that's what he needs to do.
Impersonate Llama Goose for a while, and he can talk like Llama Goose.
Oh, Jesus Christ, nobody wants to talk like me. I sound like one of the most hillbilly motherfuckers around.
You just say blah at the first at the start of every sentence. That's where you would normally stutter and just
And
get
blah.
it. Yeah, blah, and then hey, how you doing?
He'd be like,
It's weird.
Well, see, I don't have a stutter, but I bet you I'm probably dumber as a box of rocks.
Yep.
I can find myself stuttering when I try to talk too fast. I've seen myself do it. That's because my brain doesn't. It doesn't. My mouth doesn't like Baker X Dagger says. Your mind is working faster than your mouth is.
Yep.
So when you're thinking,
Oh, yeah.
what you're saying is not really syncing up together.
I actually
That's
get
what it does with me all the
perfect
time. I know what I want to say in my head, but when it comes out of my mouth, it's like stumbles over his own words.
No, I do that so much.
I just talk fast all the time. Like whenever I talk slow, I do that. I go but whenever I talk fast, I just blur it all out once. That's probably why I talk so fast all the time.
You don't have any words that come out of your mouth. Anything that comes out of your mouth, you go bah,
Bop, bop,
bah.
bop.
Where's everybody else tonight?
Oh fuck, I don't know. They're probably out with their real friends in their real lives getting drunk.
No, they're out there with their wheelchairs, having wheelchair basketball.
Yeah, every time I want to find out what somebody's doing, I go to Facebook and look on and see who's on.
Yep, I'm on right now. 1080's on, but he won't join our thing. And
Yeah.
Wheelin's on, and he won't join our fucking hangout.
Let's see who else.
We're not
Mother-
cool enough.
We
Yeah.
ain't cool enough for those motherfuckers.
I invited a few people, but I don't think anybody's going to join.
Well, the only reason I saw your notifications is because YouTube's not working.
Yeah.
You know, the last couple of days I've been going to Google Plus just to read my Bell comments.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I sent you some info. You never showed up, so I didn't know either you didn't get them or you're pissed off at me for some reason or what the hell.
I've seen notifications, but sometimes I see them when I'm doing something else or way after the fact. Now, if I see your notifications 2 hours into the conversation, you know, it's kind of pointless at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feck.
A couple weeks ago, I sat there and started my hangout, and I'd probably say that like right as soon as I started doing it, and I started sending the invitations, I already had somebody join the thing, and I wasn't even ready yet.
What up, Wheelin?
What? Oh, hi. I was distracted.
Oh, we're all distracted.
Yep, we're all distracted. I'm looking at my other computer screen and drinking beer.
Watching NASCAR and drinking beer.
What kind of beer?
Let's see. Whatever came out of my radiator. Piss beer.
There you go. That'll get you real good and drunk.
And I don't know about drunk, more just like not being able to breathe.
I'm actually gonna go to YouTube right now And I'm gonna go see what Mr. Maximum's doing. Go look up his ass and get him back on the subscription.
I will be right back.
Oh, damn it, I'm right here. Just ask.
Let's see. Motovlogger Max game. Here's Maximum going live. We're gonna go see what Max is doing. Okay, hit the subscribe button.
There is no subscribe button, damn it.
It doesn't work.
Those motherfuckers.
It's a forever like button, damn it. Get it right.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and grab another beer or 2 or 3 or 4. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
No, you don't.
both hands.
I'm gonna have one in both hands and then shove 2 more up my ass. Just to get my beer.
I always like that, you know, when you go order a beer where you haven't finished the one you got in your hand yet. Walking around with 2 beers.
Double fist that shit.
Yeah. Go to Facebook.
Make sure you shove the nostril up his ass first.
See what's going
I am so close to being able to motovlog. I can taste it.
on. What's holding you back right now?
Well, my bike's taken apart and I don't have a camera.
Okay,
I've had that for about a month and a half. However, I finally have, you know, enough money coming in so I can buy a camera and not be broke for a month.
yeah.
And should be putting my bike back together soon. I have fucked that up so many times. But that's what I got myself into by buying a bike that's 28 years old and not knowing how to work on it.
Yeah. What kind of bike is it?
It's
So, do you have-
what's that? Oh, it's
Go
a
ahead.
1986 Honda Magna. It's a 700. It's just, you know, bad luck. Like the seal that goes around the push rod for the clutch started pissing oil out, so I basically had to take the housing that holds the drive shaft to the output shaft. I had to take that off to get to this seal, and I had to take off a whole bunch of stuff to get to it, and then I snapped 2 bolts putting it back together. So that's actually been the main setback, is the bolts, not all the seals I've been replacing.
So you got to get them bolts out before you can put new bolts in, right?
Yeah, and I tried drilling out. The one bolt came out just fine, but I tried drilling one out, and now the drill bit is stuck in there.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
drill snapped in it, so
I've had that problem before too. The best way I've seen to actually get a bolt out is take a bolt and weld it to the bolt.
yeah.
And you can, you know, use like a socket on it.
Yeah, well, the thing about mine, though, is they're broken off, like, really recessed down in the hole, so I can't even weld onto it.
I was thinking that as soon as I said it. Then you fuck up your threads and
Now,
then
do
you can't fucking...
Well, there should be enough room.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Me?
Yeah.
Here, let me go find it. I've got, like, 2 videos up. Because, of course, my camera decided to brick itself, like, as soon as the weather broke 50.
Yeah, just post it in the group chat on the side there.
Yeah,
If
I
you
got
can, please. I was sitting here looking for it.
Here we go. I don't know how to... Google's goofed up. I'm sure there's a way I can, like, put it in my Google Plus profile or something. I don't know. Google is difficult.
What's the damn it video about?
Oh, about my broken bolt and my oil leak.
Okay. That makes sense now. Yeah, they're a pain in the ass. Especially when the bolt is, if you make a bolt at a inferior like metal,
Yeah.
and you know it's gonna break anyway when you put too much torque on it.
Right. Well, these are. I mean, I broke one bolt and I got that one out, and then I was putting it back together and I over torqued another one because I'm fucking stupid. And then I pulled out the bolt that I replaced the first one with, and I looked at it, and I could see the threads were stretched on it. So for whatever reason, these specific bolts just do not tolerate over torquing whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because I have this really slow oil leak that I was just trying to, press the gasket. But now that I have to take it apart, I'm gonna, re-inspect the gasket to make sure I didn't leave some of the old one on or something.
Yeah. You'll have to take it apart again.
Do any of you know? Do any of you know anything about the Kawasaki ZZR 600?
No, but I'm gonna Google it right now.
ZZR 600 is it's an old Ninja before the ZX.
Yeah. You can Google it about anything and find out anything about anything.
I don't know how anybody keeps all of them straight.
Yeah, because we had a question if that was a good bike.
I mean, the older your bike is,
basically, you pretty much can't go wrong with any bike.
The older your bike is and the longer it's been sitting around, the more stuff's going to be wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you're pretty much, if you got a bike that's been sitting around for 20 years, you gotta expect all the hoses are going to be dry rotted. Your gaskets are all going to need to be replaced. You're going to have to rebuild the engine for it to be, ready to go. I mean,
I think the perfect example is Spicy 110. Got the Chinese Sinus Apache, and he takes good care of it. He changes the oil. He does all the maintenance. He takes care of it, and he doesn't have a damn thing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You can buy pretty much any bike, and as long as you take care of it and do everything like you're supposed to do, then you're not gonna have any problems.
Exactly.
Right.
The worst thing you could do to a bike is let it sit there and do nothing.
Yeah. And hopefully, because this summer I'm going to be, well, it's already summer, but I'm putting in a ton of hours, so I'm hoping that, maybe by the end of the summer or so, I might be able to upgrade from my current bike.
The old
Even though I don't have the
V42.
whole summer to enjoy it, but
Yeah, I don't have time to enjoy mine much either.
That's when you get to, I mean, the good thing about when I used to, drive to work all the day, if it was a good enough day, I'm going to drive to work. And right there, you're killing two birds with one stone because you actually have to go to work. And two, if you're nice enough to drive to work, why not ride your bike? So, you get.
I ride it every opportunity I get.
You're getting to ride your bike, and you have to go to work anyway.
Dude, I'll ride a mile up to the store to get a gallon of milk.
Yep.
If I have to go somewhere, I'm gonna ride. I mean, unless it's hailing sideways or something.
Yeah.
Ohio, so
I used to ride back and forth to work so much that when the weekend got here, I didn't ride on the weekends. Like everybody else is riding on the weekends.
the opposite of the weekend warrior.
I'm not riding on the weekends because I've put let's say fucking 5 or 6 hours in of ride time during the week before the weekend ever got here.
Yep. I usually ride through the week. I ride to work and shit, and then the weekends come and I drink beer. Although tomorrow I'm gonna ride, and Monday I'm gonna ride, because I got those 2 days off of work. It's the first time I've had 2 days off of work in a long time.
Yeah, last winter, or I don't know if you call it winter or fall, but I rode to class clear into like November, and it was getting down into the 30s and 20s. I was just watching the looks on people's face when I walk into class and take my helmet and my leather and everything off, and it's like 28 degrees outside.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times myself.
It's if you layer enough and as long as you're careful for ice, it feels fine. But when you get off the bike and finally get in warm and take all your crap off and people are just staring at you, it's hilarious.
5 minutes before I get to work and I can't feel my fingers, and I'm going, why the fuck did I ride today?
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Because you're an idiot and you want to ride.
Fingers are definitely the first to go. And then for me, before I bought like this ninja mask thing, like the balaclava, my Adam's apple would feel like ice because that's just where the wind would hit me.
Yeah. That happens to me too. When I bought my bike back in February, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna ride it. I don't care what the weather's doing.
Right.
I bought this bike, and before that I didn't have a bike for a year, and I was pissed all the
So
time.
what do you have? It's a Bandit?
Yeah, 600 Bandit.
600 Bandit?
Yep.
So is that considered a sport bike or is it more like a naked or standard?
It's a sport touring standard.
See, I like the idea of sport touring because like
It's nice on the highway, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's just
I
really.
mean I live in Northwest Ohio. Our entire life is just checkerboard roads at 90-degree angles with no hills or turns. So,
Yeah, I've got a lot of twisties around me. It might be nice to have a super sport for that one day. But
my main twisties are highway on-ramps.
yeah. Yeah, I've been out there before. You're up there by Toledo, aren't you?
Yeah, there's some fun ones out here, though. There's, like, the really tight ones that say 35 miles per hour and you fly through it at, like, 60.
Yep.
Trying to drive your knee.
Because you can.
Oh, I was so pissed. I just uploaded a video, and after I reviewed this footage, like, I went out this road, and I was just, like, fucking throwing it down. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. I'm throwing it down, finally. And then I go watch the video, and I don't know if it's because of the wide viewing angle. It looks like I'm going slow as fuck.
Yeah, it is. Because I did a video for the forum that I'm on, and I was hitting triple digits, and it looked like I was going 40.
Yeah. I was like, this is just fucking gay. I'm about to switch to 960 because 960 it does the standard 4:3
I think
4:3
what
ratio.
you probably need to do is like mount the camera on the bike if you can, because the lower the angle, the faster it looks.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you got a super wide field of view, it takes things a long time to get across it.
Yeah, that's true.
The other thing about wide-angle views is you could be like have the closest call in your life and shit your pants, and it looks like it wasn't nothing.
Right, but
Yep.
as long as you get their license plate.
Yep.
It's like I've seen a few videos where people are saying you can't that the camera does not do it justice of how close it was, and I agree with that because a lot of times I've had close calls and it looks like you had plenty of room, but you really didn't.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple close calls that looked like I should have hit it. That's how close it was. If you have a wide angle lens and it looks like you hit it, but you didn't, that means you could have put your arm out and touched that car.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've had one like that. I've had one so close that I could have reached out and put my hand on the front fender. And every time I watched it like 20 times. I couldn't believe I didn't hit that car.
Yeah.
That's how close it was.
Yeah. You got to remember not to get target fixated too. Like if someone's pulling out in front of you, the worst thing is to look at that car that's pulling out in front of you, because that's exactly where you're gonna go, is right into the side of it.
Yep.
Well, I had a car coming pulled out and went across all 5 lanes of highway without even looking.
Yep.
And I was in the collision course, and I had to swerve around the front of that car at a 45-degree angle, just like that. And it looks like I hit the car. That's how close it was. And if I hadn't deviated my path, I would have been in the ditch somewhere.
Yep.
I would have got full-on hit, like T-boned at a 45-degree angle.
Jesus.
Like I never even got a chance before my camera died to use it as a helmet cam, but I started using it as a dash cam every day. And whereas I didn't catch anything like wrecks, but I caught a bunch of people doing absolutely stupid shit.
Yep.
It's oh man.
Oh yeah.
It does not restore any sort of faith in cagers. Although one day I was out riding with somebody, and this car pulled in front of me, in between me and the other person, just because of how the lights were timed. And they had like 3 watch out for motorcycle magnets on the back. They actually pulled over to let me pass them because they felt bad. Oh man, I saw one, yes, in downtown Toledo, with like 8 of these magnets, just random places all over the car, like the hood, the A post, just stuck all over it. They
Yeah.
get them out of the DMV.
Huh. I'm gonna have to get some of those. Stick them stickers all over my fucking car.
Yep.
And my bike. My house, my tractor.
Put them on the bus.
I just had my tractor out earlier. I was cutting the lot
Oh
next.
yeah, that's your new Craftsman.
Yeah. Fucking that thing's a beast. The grass was like 18 inches high, and I was just
Dude.
running that shit over.
I've got a Craftsman mower. It's a push mower, but I got to do some maintenance on it because I just cut the lawn 3 days ago, and it was chugging and dying. Like I got to sharpen the blades and tune up the engine or something.
Yeah, usually whenever your mower dies from running over high grass, it's usually because of the blade, because it's just like dragging the blade down.
Though that and it started puking blue smoke. So
You're burning oil.
yeah, but I checked the oil and it's like perfect. So I hope I don't have a fucked up like rings on my piston or anything. I'm
Yeah,
hoping
either your
to
piston
replace
rings or something. Yeah, that would suck. I graduated high school with a certification in small engine repair. So I tear apart. I've got like 4 mowers out in the garage that I've got all tore apart. I never had
like
to.
this then.
What's that?
You're gonna like this then. My uncle's neighbor's son decided to remove the governor on an engine of a Club Cadet.
Uh-huh.
And of course, you know, when he ran it up in the high revs, the timing wasn't correct, so the piston bit into a valve.
Threw it home.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it was a 2-cylinder engine.
Oh,
So, and you know, of course, it wouldn't turn over or anything. So the guy sold it to my uncle for like $200, and we replaced the piston together. It took like an afternoon, and he turned around and sold it for like $2,000 or something.
Damn.
And
Jeez.
you know, he ended up like giving $200 or $300 or something to the neighbor, but it's like I heard of people tying a string to it on like a golf cart so they can have temporary boosts of speed.
Yep. Hey, I wouldn't mess around with any governors. Those things are meant to run the way they run. I don't.
Right.
You know, I don't. That's exactly why. Is it would throw it out of timing or something.
Yeah.
It does the same thing to those gas golf carts too.
Yep.
When you put the governor up, it just runs the engine a lot harder than it's supposed to, and what'll happen is that engine's gonna fuck up.
Well, yeah,
Yep.
it's basically, you know, your rev limiter, so.
We used to do it all the time.
If you ever find a bike that has a seized motor, and people are like, "Oh, it's got a seized motor, $200," you'll buy that motherfucker and then just cake that motherfucking motor in what is it? Marvel Mystery Oil. Just cake it. Just dump it down every orifice of that motor and let it sit for a while, and then take the side cover off and where your flywheel is, and you've got your big fucking crank bolt. Crank that thing, and it'll turn the motor over.
Huh.
Yeah, I've seen people free up a lot of seized motors with Marvel Mystery Oil, and I've seen a lot of bikes with seized motors people get rid of for $200 that are worth a lot more than that.
Most
Or
times,
just people running by.
a lot of times when a bike mechanic buys an old bike, they don't know what the condition is, and they see the motors seized up, they won't even try to fix it.
Huh.
They'll just scrap it. Or like, it's got a seized motor, we can't use it.
Burned awake pokes me. 1080 pokes me. It's like
Poking,
people
poke,
aren't
poke.
feeling very pokey.
Pokety, poke, poke, poke. I stopped poking because I couldn't keep up
Getting
with
a
it.
lot of friend requests on my Facebook page.
That's all I use this Facebook for is just poking people.
No. You're doing it all wrong.
It's
Like
fuckable.
I just add everybody I come across.
What's with all my suggested friends being a bunch of hot girls and barely any clothes?
Why are you complaining?
What are they trying to do to me? I'm not complaining. Gives me something to look at when I'm at work.
Why
you
are all
are.
my suggested friends? Their names aren't even in English letters; they're in Arabic letters.
Yeah. You're like, how do I know this
Yeah,
person?
that's
People.
why I don't. That's why I don't try to sub to them.
If you don't know them, they're up to no good.
Yep.
No, I mean on the motovlogging page.
I've had some people from like Russia, yeah, try to get me to support their channel, stuff like that. I mean,
They're just trying to get to so Carl can see it.
yeah.
I just add everybody, and unless they are like spamming me and tagging me in those cheap sunglasses posts.
Yeah, that's what a lot of it is. A lot of them other country guys, they're trying to get you to friend them so they can make you buy like a race suit or something stupid.
Who buys that stuff on the internet?
Let me get a pair of Ray-Bans, please.
I've seen a lot of that happening lately. All them weird
If
foreign country like little trinkets they're trying to fucking push.
yeah, the main one is those sunglasses.
Yeah. Just block them, dude. Some people won't even block people. I was like, they're fucking trying to dick you over for their own good and block their ass.
Yep.
That's the only reason they friended you, so they could fucking dick you.
Okay, I changed my mind. I don't want a VMAX anymore.
Why not?
To get like 27 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, whatever, you know.
If I can afford a VMAX, I can afford, spending $50 fucking on gas every day.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm assuming where y'all live, it's price gouge city for gas.
Oh yeah, I filled up yesterday. I filled up yesterday. It was $4.15.
Yeah, it's about what mine is, about that.
Shit.
Four,
For unleaded here, it was like $3.89. It's been about $3.59.
It's summertime now. Everybody's traveling. That's when they jack the prices up.
Well, Memorial Day they really do it, but it's expensive enough as it is.
I can't remember the last time it was $4.15. I know right when it was, they're having the oil shortage bullshit, and
Where do you live?
I think it went up to maybe $4.09, the highs it went. But now it's $4.15. I was like, that's fucking ridiculous.
That's how much diesel costs.
Yep.
Diesel used to be cheap. Now it's more expensive than regular fuel.
Diesel, I mean, it seems like, at least around here, the price doesn't change that much. Like, it's always just $3.90.
You would think diesel would be cheaper because it's not refined as much. It's got more oil in it, right?
I guess it's becoming more niche because it's basically work trucks and Mercedes that use it. And because they figure they can charge more for it.
Yeah, you gotta have it. I mean, you take the diesel out of the equation and nobody gets to eat tomorrow.
Pretty much.
I know that happened when I was out in Colorado when they had an avalanche that went right across I-70 and just pretty much disconnected, everybody's all your 18-wheelers that bring stuff to your town, and everybody ran out of everything. I mean, it took like a couple of days, and Kentucky Fried Chicken had no food. A couple of days, and nobody had any gas. They're all sold out of gas. Everything comes down that interstate. If you take it and cut it in half, you don't get anything.
Yep.
Yeah, Hey, do you all have a problem if I turn the live feed off?
I don't give a shit. I don't think anyone's even watching.
I could care less if it's live or not.
Alright, well, I'm shutting it off, so if you guys want to say goodbye, go ahead and say goodbye.
Hey, look at my Peter.
We're gonna talk about your ass.
Find it first.
We're gonna talk about your ass behind your back now.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Yep.